All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I have special guest Cameron.
Hello.
Thanks for joining the stream today. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Doing great. Yeah, just got done watching Doctor Who finale yesterday. Lots of thoughts. I'll just
Yeah,
say it like that. Lots of thoughts. And yeah, let's get started. So yeah, what were your thoughts on the finale?
the finale. Whew. Um, I think there's more bad than good, if I'm honest.
I I feel like hmm. Yeah, I feel like there was definitely more bad than good, or or 50-50. I felt like it started off really strong, the finale, and then it really just went to crap real fast, especially that whole second half, you know?
Yeah, couldn't agree
I
more.
I was like, "Wow, this was shockingly, like, this was bad." Like, the writing was really lazy. Just I was just really in shock of, like, all the decisions that were made, and yeah, what did you think of, like, everything that they did with Su Suta oh, crap,
The
what's his
Sutek.
yeah,
Oh
Sutek, yeah. What do you think of
no,
Sutek
I,
and
I I grew up watching Sutek, so I grew up watching Pyramids of Mars on DVD, and obviously I watched loads of animations of people who used the character of Sutek properly. So this was quite, I guess, embarrassing seeing Sutek used in this way. I think it was very underused, underdeveloped, and I think a lot of people who didn't watch classic Doctor Who would be very confused who this person is because there wasn't really much build up to him.
you feel like they didn't really explain Sutek too well?
No, not really. I think because they only had like what, half an hour with him.
Yeah, he wasn't really there enough. It's a shame that they brought back a classic Doctor Who villain and killed him off at the end of the episode. He was, like,
Yeah,
only there for 1 episode when he was there for much longer in Tom Baker's episode.
yeah. I think that was only like what, an hour and a half. I think if you add all the episodes together. So really, what, 55 minutes, which was the last episode, had four. So we had the same amount of time, pretty much, and Sutek was still underused. How does that even work?
Yeah, they didn't really focus on him too much. It was cool that the original actor came back to voice him, though. I saw behind the scenes that, um, it was the original Sutek all the way back from Classico.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool of Russell T Davies to do.
He voiced
Unfortunately,
the Beast as well.
the Beast?
Yeah, in that Ood episode with the bass.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's really cool. But yeah, I felt like it was definitely underutilized. Didn't really feel threatening, you know? Something about it just I wasn't like, "Oh my god, like, the whole universe is, like, wiped out." Just something felt off about it, you know?
yeah. I
So
think it. I know this joke has been used a lot since the finale came out. He feels like a very low budget Thanos, where he just snapped everyone.
yeah, he didn't have that well, definitely didn't feel like, the level that Thanos did when he wiped out the universe. It felt very, empty when everything got wiped out, you know? Like, I
Yeah,
knew it was gonna get reversed, and it wasn't like, "Oh my god, this guy is, like, unstoppable," or something, and, you know? And the way he got killed too, it was so stupid. Put a collar on him, and then they
yeah.
walked back into the TARDIS with the super gloves. I'm like, "Really? This is how you're wrapping things up?" Like, this feels so, like,
It felt like the last of the Time Lords again.
The Last of the Time Lords.
Yeah, when in the valley where it all went back to the beginning, like nothing happened. I
Is
was like,
that in
oh,
the
okay.
series 3 finale?
Yeah, series three.
Oh, yeah. It felt like that, but not a good I felt like series 3 had a good finale. This was not a good finale. Like, the way they wrapped everything up with Ruby and the Doctor, the villain wrap up. The only thing I liked was the performances of Ncuti Gatwa, Mel, I forget the actress name, and Millie Gibson. Like their performances and the way they were written, for the most part, I felt like was really good.
Isn't it Bonnie? I think it's Bonnie, her name. I'm not sure.
Bonnie.
Is it Bonnie?
I'm not sure. I don't know Mel as a companion to her because she's in the era from Classic who I don't really like. Didn't really watch too much. Yeah, I believe her name's Bonnie. But yeah, but I liked her in this episode, and it was really cool. Like when I do remember one thing I liked where she popped up as the bad guy, and um like shocked the doctor. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in the episode, I felt like that was actually really cool. I mean, I saw her turning bad coming, but the doctor's reaction to it, and he was like, "Sorry, Mel." I felt like that was really good.
Yeah, yeah, I like that part as well.
But that being said, I feel like the reactions to like people dying and stuff wasn't as like something felt off about it. Like the whole Earth is gone, this planet's gone, that planet's gone. I felt like there was more emotion with Ruby leaving the doctor than there was the whole universe dying.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I
I mean,
felt,
maybe Ruby was in so much shock she didn't know how to react.
yeah, that's true. I guess I don't know. I felt like when she, I remember once he was like her mom died. She was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." It's like I don't know. I felt like something should have been a little bit more there. Like the whole like it's all gone. It's like a big deal.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't have it be such a big deal because it was obviously going to be reversed at the end of the episode.
Yeah, it was like Flux One, where all the universe is now destroyed again.
It was Flux, but better because Flux was just freaking terrible. Like Russell T Davies with the trouble. I mean, he's hasn't had great writing this season. It's still like a million times better than the Chibnall era. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
but like, yeah. So yeah, your overall thoughts. Any more thoughts about the finale you want to touch upon? I have a few more things, but
There's the Sutek bit saying about how he's clung onto the TARDIS since the fourth Doctor's era, and I'm like, oh my god, no.
I think they were saying, wait, so that's when he was on the TARDIS since the fourth Doctor?
Yeah, he's been wrapped on the TARDIS since the fourth Doctor's era, the whole time.
Oh, I didn't pick that up. I thought they were saying like when the monsters got released, that was when um that was like when Sutek was able to come back. I guess I
No, I'm,
watched
I'm
the
pretty
episode.
sure Sutek said he's been wrapped onto the TARDIS since the fourth Doctor's era.
Oh wow,
I've
uh,
seen so many memes of it now, of like Captain Jack going onto the TARDIS and
that's
hugging Sutek.
oh wow. I didn't pick that up. Okay. Interesting. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yes, that's a little dumb.
Yeah, but people are saying, okay, so why didn't Sutek come out at this point or this point or this point?
Yeah, I just would think like Sutek, like when the TARDIS was starting to groan, like starting to make those noises, that was when Sutek latched onto the TARDIS. I thought that's what they were saying. And then he was able to go back in time, like all the time Sutek, like the TARDIS landed, that was when you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I thought that's what was going on, but I didn't realize he was actually on there since the fourth Doctor's era. That's kind of stupid.
I mean, you can rewatch the episode, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Yeah, I have to definitely rewatch it and because I only watched it once and I felt like that was enough. That was yeah, that honestly to me that was the worst episode this season. Like that was I thought there wasn't a bad episode yet. Like even Rogue, which I felt like was the worst episode, wasn't like bad. I felt like it was like a 6 out of 10. The finale was kind of like a 5 out of 10. Like it was like the first bad episode this season in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy Rogue that much. I think that to me is probably the lowest episode this series. If we're just going by this series,
Yeah, this series,
But like level of cringe meter, I think Rogue just goes like underneath the cringe meter. Like there's no level for that to go on.
yeah.
It was just very horrible fan fiction.
My problems with Rogue is I felt like the Doctor himself felt a little out of character, not for liking Rogue, but for the way he was overly. I guess I felt like he was putting Rogue above the rest of the people. We'll talk more about that when we get to series one review, like when we talk about the whole
Yeah,
thing after the finale. But yeah, I definitely felt like this episode, the finale, was worse than Rogue, and it was like it was genuinely had some like really bad stuff, like the way they wrapped up the big bad, and oh, and the way they handled the Ruby story. Oh my god,
no, no.
I have so many issues with that. I was like yelling into my microphone in the review. That genuinely like pissed me off. I was like, Russell T Davies clickbaited us. He clickbaited us. Like, what was the whole point of the mystery box? He made Ruby a mystery box companion just to have her like be normal.
Do you know what it feels like? It feels like when I watched The Force Awakens and then I watched The Last Jedi and Kylo Ren went, "Wait, your parents are just filthy junk traders."
Yeah, it was like subverting your expectations,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it I honest it was honestly
Hold
worse.
on.
Like
Ray and Ruby pretty much have the exact same motivation. Now you think about it.
Ray and Ruby.
They both have mysterious powers. They don't know who their parents are. They spend the whole time trying to find out who their parents are. And then the Last Jedi, after getting like a few boss battles and stuff, fighting off the big bad, and he dies really badly and goofily like the other bad. Hold on. There's very big similarities to these films now to
Yeah.
Doctor Who. Hold on.
I think Russell T Davies watched The Last Jedi and is like, let's really subvert the audience's expectations because everyone loved Ray being a nobody. Let's make Ruby a nobody too. And it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
Wait,
still
it
possible.
doesn't explain her magical powers though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is up with the snow and the Christmas music? Like, how? Like, what? How's she just a normal person? I'm guessing. The only thing I could think of is her father is somewhat something special. I guess. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, yeah. That could explain it because maybe her father has some sort of alien-like abilities or something that can explain the snow. You know.
Yeah, but then you've also got to explain why Maestro was like, "Oh, there's a song inside her,"
Yeah,
and
what
stuff
was up
like
with
that. It's
all
just
that?
not.
Yeah, I really thought she was gonna be like a Time Lord or connected to Susan in some sort of way, especially
What
with
if she
all the
was
Susan.
Susan? Oh,
That would have been interesting. That definitely would have been interesting, to say the least. Oh, we got 2 comments I didn't even see. Um,
I
okay.
don't like the ratings for the new season.
Yeah,
Do you
let's
think the series needs a temporary break?
okay, it says, I don't yeah. Thank you, Unknown, for commenting. Um, Unknown says what you just said, Cam. Um, I don't like the ratings for the new season. I'm guessing you mean the viewing figures?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think the series needs a temporary break? I don't think. I feel like this was good. Like the season overall was good enough to like it's better than the Chibnall era. It's watchable, it's good mixed with some bad. It's very inconsistent. I'm hoping that Russell T Davies figures out the 8 episode format or add more episodes because he wrote this season as if it was 13 episodes. And I think he needs to figure out how to write a whole season with limited amount of episodes or
We
add
also
more
had
episodes.
3 Doctor Light episodes as well.
Yeah, I know. I felt like I didn't get enough time with this doctor. I felt a little cheated with that a little bit. Um
I don't know why they couldn't just wait until. I mean, maybe they couldn't, but I don't know why they didn't just wait until Shooty Gatwood finished filming Sex Ed and then do the new series, and that way you could have more episodes with Shooty Gatwa. But I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why he wasn't in as many episodes as he was. I don't know if that was a Russell T Davies decision or like you said, Cameron, like had
I
something to
think it
do.
was because he was shooting Sex Education.
He was also in Barbie too. I don't know if he was
Yeah,
filming
yeah.
Barbie coincide, but I don't think it needs a temporary break. Do you feel like it does?
I think the ratings, if that's what they're going on about, is getting very, very low. Obviously, I think I've been keeping you up to date with the ratings. So it went from like, I think it's like 7 million or something, or 5 million with David Tennant. And then it slowly dipped just in the last year to nearly just shy of 2 million.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
It's
But
so the ratings
compared to other TV shows on other networks, it's
like
doing good.
the acolytes
Like
doing
it's doing quite bad compared to other networks on like TV shows and other networks. But when it comes to the BBC, it's still one of the biggest BBC shows.
oh
It's quite mad.
oh okay. So it's still doing good on the BBC, but on Disney Plus, is it? Do you know if it's doing bad there too? Because I know like the
I
acolyte.
don't think they've released the figures for that yet.
Okay, yeah, because I know like the
They've only done it
acolytes
for the iPlayer and the overnight ratings.
iPlayer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So for those who can't watch it overnight, they get it on this app called iPlayer where you can rewatch it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's where they released the Tales of the TARDIS episodes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I know like the acolyte has 12 million views, and apparently that's pretty low. So if it's anything lower than like 8 million views, and that's kind of bad for Disney Plus for Doctor Who. I don't really.
I'm not sure how it's doing on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll release the viewing figures for that soon because they released it for the Star Wars Acolyte show, and well, that we all know about the whole controversy with all that.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I don't think it needs a temporary break, but it could. I mean, I
I
remember.
think it would be good to have a temporary break. It's been running for what, 15 seasons now?
Yeah, I felt like we got a break. Well, actually, 15. Starting from 2005. Uh, it's almost on 20 seasons. It's almost been on continuously for 20 years.
Yes, I think we're on what, a 15 series. Like most
Yeah.
shows are lucky to even get that. If I'm
Ye-
honest.
Yeah, that's 100%. I I just I don't it could happen. It depends on the ratings. I personally enjoyed series 1. I know a lot of people enjoyed it more this season more than the Chibnall era from what I've been seeing. Um to me, viewing ratings and viewing figures, it doesn't really affect me, like, on the quality of what something is, but if it's low enough, and I think it was low mixed because of the Chibnall era, that being so bad, and maybe it could be just really low for a lot of fans leaving, and, maybe they just didn't click with the new era. There's could be, like, a ton of different reasons, um, and I know I remember seeing a quote about Russell T Davies saying, like, he was a little disappointed, I think, with, I don't know if he was talking about the viewing figures or the critical reception a little bit, but he was still proud of this season. Um, I mean, I guess I don't know. I hope he just learns from some of the mistakes from the first season. I guess.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, were you gonna say anything?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay.
Dead Man also said something as we were on
Yep.
the comments.
Thank you, Den Man, for your comment here. It says Russell T Davies said he based this on the Last Jedi.
No.
What?
If you can get me that quote, please. I haven't
Yes.
seen it
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. Dead Man. Find the quote for that because that's kind of wild. Like having Doctor Who and Star Wars, like what are you doing there? um, I can't imagine he. I mean, it's possible. It makes sense. Like that's what they did with Ruby. Was essentially the rape treatment. It was the
And they
subverting of
both start with
expectations.
R as well. How weird is that?
What's that?
They both start with the letter R.
Yeah, Ruby Ray. Ruby Ray. That should have been her last name. What if that ends up being her last name? Ruby Ray. Sounds
What do
better
you
than
think of her name? So basically, like the woman or whoever it is now, I don't know anymore. Pointed. I'm just gonna call it the hooded figure
Oh yeah,
because
when she pointed
we
to the
can't confirm or deny it's actually her. We didn't see her unhood herself. It
yeah,
could be anyone.
true.
So the hooded figure pointing to this. place as far as we were. It could have been anything. We thought it was the TARDIS, but it was actually the sign, and people were saying that her name could have just been Road because she could have been pointing to anything on the sign.
I
Her name could have been Ruby Sign. Like it could have been anything.
yeah, that was so stupid. I was like, "Oh my god, like, come on, Russell T Davies, what are you doing?"
Like she could have pointed to a house. Her name could be House. Like it could be anything.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was just so lazy, like, honestly. It was so lazy, and it's just so disappointing. Like, I expected a lot better from a Russell T Davies finale. Like, he had Chibnall level of writing at times in this finale, honestly. Especially when he gave her the Yaz treatment. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, when the doctor was like, "Oh my god, you're the bestest person. You changed me." He was basically saying Ruby was the best companion, like, when he
I
was like,
think Rose changed the Doctor more than anyone, to be honest.
100%, and we didn't get enough episodes to see this change. What did Ruby do to change the Doctor so much? Like,
Yeah. To be fair, Rose is very similar to Ruby as well. Again, they both start with R, and they both have four letters in their name.
and
The
they're both
fuck?
blonde,
Okay. And
and
they
they're both
both,
the same
if you
age.
look at the posters, they both are very similar. Like to some of the posters to series one and season one, they're both very, very similar poses.
Yeah.
It's very strange. And
I
again, he's also used someone called Rose, that transgender person
yeah,
who's barely in the episode for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Donna's daughter. I
Yeah.
actually liked her in the 60th. Well, now I didn't like her in the Star Beast because I felt like that whole thing was kind of weird. But I mean, I felt like the acting was really good. I felt like she was kind of wasted in this episode. Honestly, it was like she was just there,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they didn't really do much with her. Like that's the doctor's. I mean, sorry, that's the ugh, Donna's daughter. That's Donna's daughter. That's like
yeah.
they didn't really do anything with
Why
that.
didn't David Tennant come back? If he saw that Sutek was like destroying the world, he'd be like, you know what, I've got to get out of retirement. I've got to like try and save this world.
He's on vacay. He's enjoying that whiskey, drinking that whiskey, talking to the nobles, and whatever happened in this episode, he was
I
just
want
like,
a
"Going back."
deleted scene of Shooty Gatwa going to the Noble House, and then David Tennant goes, "Nope, I'm on vacation. Sorry."
Yeah, he's probably just has a he's recovering from a hangover. He's like, "Not today, buddy, not today." Just closes the door.
Oh, but can I take your TARDIS? Nope, it's on limit. It's off limits. That's my TARDIS.
I know, right? They could use that, like having the old instead we had I like the member TARDIS thing, but I feel like it would make more sense to use the 14th Doctor's TARDIS.
Is it Ivan? Ivan just put something in the chat.
All right, Ivan, I believe that's how you say your name. Thank you for your comment. It says, "What is the?" Ivan says, "What is the likelihood that Susan will return to the Doctor Who has been mentioned a lot in this series lately?" I think that's something Russell T Davies, or at least I hope that he was hinting a lot with, and especially in that finale where he was like, "One day I'll reunite with her." Um, I think she will return in some capacity at some point in his new era, and I hope that's the case because I'm a big Susan fan, and I also
So
hope
they
that
proper baited you then, didn't they, in the first finale part?
yeah, I hope it wasn't just a bait, like he said with like with the anagram, I believe that's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I really hope that it wasn't just an anagram and wasn't just wasted stuff. But what do you think? Do you think Susan's going to return?
I mean, Caroline Ford did turn up to the premiere originally for the first two episodes, so I think that could be an interesting. I don't know. It might be a wink or a nod, or it might just be the fact that they just invited her. I don't know.
Oh wow, I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was there. That's really cool. Yeah, um they could bring her back or they could bring like a future incarnation because Russell T Davies confirmed that she is a Time Lord, which is something I'm happy with because
I
for the
mean,
longest
we already knew she was a Time Lord.
it wasn't 100% confirmed from what uh from what it sounded like she was just a regular Gallifreyan, you know what I mean? Like, we weren't sure if she had the ability to regenerate, and she
I'm
also
pretty
had
sure
the
all Gallifreyans have the ability to regenerate, don't they?
only if they decide to become a Time Lord. Like, there's, like, a process to becoming a
Oh,
Time Lord.
oh,
Either
I was pretty sure all the Gallifreyans had ability to
I
regenerate.
I remember in the Stephen Moffat episode, I forget in, like, the series it was a series with Capaldi, um, it said, you have to go through, like, a, Time Lord camp or something like that. Um, alright, we got a comment again from Ivan. Thank you again for commenting. Ivan
Well, I'll be
says
back in 1 second.
okay. Ivan says, "Now we have 2 Sutekh in TARDIS 14 and TARDIS 15." Wow. But yeah, that is true. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there were 2 Sutekhs. Yeah, because we have 14 and 15 existing at the same time. So, yeah, why didn't, like, both of them come out? Yeah, this is why the bi-regeneration thing, it has its pros and it has its cons. Because it's like, why didn't the 14th Doctor help during this finale? And why didn't the other Sutekh come out? Like, did it have to take this much time to have Sutekh appear? Like, it had to take this many years or something? Like, that was a lot of years for Sutekh to be attached to the TARDIS, for that to be the case. Um, okay. Is there any more comments? Thank you again, Ivan, for your comment. That is a really good point. I'll bring that up to Cameron as soon as he comes back, see what his thoughts on that is. But yeah, that is interesting. So I wonder what's going to happen with that. I guess Sutekh is just going to be absorbed to the 14th TARDIS and just just stay there. I guess I'm surprised there wasn't 2 Sutekhs that came out. That would have been really interesting. That would have been a way to bring back David Tennant. But again, I guess they really don't want to bring him back. I feel like what they should have done was have the 14th Doctor not be on Earth. I think they should have had him away somewhere else, like, as his retirement. I feel like the 14th Doctor shouldn't have stayed on Earth. But, yeah, if anyone else wants to comment, Cameron is away at the moment, so I'm just, talking to you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys like the stream, please leave a like, comment during the chat. We'll answer your questions about the finale. Let me know your thoughts. Did you like it? The finale wasn't good. Let me know your thoughts on series 1 as a whole. There's a lot to break down. The finale left, even though I felt like the finale wasn't good, it definitely left a lot of things to hint at for the future, like with Susan, the neighbor lady. She's some sort of bad guy.
I'm
At
back.
least they hinted at. Hey, Cameron. Uh, yeah. So we got this comment here from Ivan. He says,
Yes, yeah, I've been thinking about it.
"Yeah." He says,
Got
"Now
mad.
that yeah, I was just like I didn't realize that Sutek, since they've been around for so
Wouldn't
long."
Sutek get confused? He'd be like, hold on, hello, like, why
Yeah.
is Sutek number 2 here?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why didn't the other Sutek come out? See that, and I was just saying too. I don't think the
Maybe
14th
that's Sutek's
Doctor.
brother.
What's that?
Sutek's brother.
Sutek's glove off?
Brother.
What do you mean?
Like, that could be his brother. Sutek's
Oh,
brother.
brother. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, maybe. I guess that's a way to keep Sutek around if they ever wanted to bring him back. He could just pop out of 14th Doctor's TARDIS, like, hello, time for you all to die
I mean,
again.
maybe the other Sutek was busy because 14 was just talking to the TARDIS. When Sutek was in the TARDIS.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. Like, I would think that Sutek knows about the bi-regeneration, especially since he was latched onto it for so long. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't, like, both of them come out? That would be, like, OP. That'd be overpowered as hell.
Or they just
Having
combine and make one big Sutek.
Yeah,
Like
that was
Power Rangers.
morphin power, like, morph up, and then they have, like, a morphin scene or something. But, yeah, that just, yeah, that's why there's pros and cons to this bi-regeneration. Um Oh, what the heck? Sorry, just give me 1 second, something popped up on the stream. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's why there's, like, pros and cons to the bioregeneration, and um I feel like the 14th Doctor should have been in retirement and then on another planet, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why didn't we see Donna's family fade away as well? I think that would have been quite impactful.
I guess they couldn't get, Catherine Tate, right? That's her
They
name?
could have just used old footage and then just put some layers over it of dust,
Yeah. Yeah, I
and
don't
then mask them out. I don't know. Maybe that was too much hard work.
Yeah, let's not think it's too much critical thinking for the editors and writers. They had a hard enough time thinking about a lazy way to wrap up the Ruby and Doctor storyline between the two of them.
I mean, the amount of masking they probably had to do for Sutek and that green screen stuff that they had, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so disappointing with Sutek. There's a lot of plot holes with all of that, especially with the 14th Doctor's TARDIS being there. It's really stupid that he was latched on since the Tom Baker era. Um, that really changes a lot. Like every time I look back at the TARDIS now, I'm just gonna see Sutek on there.
Yeah, just chilling out.
Yeah, taking
And
a
people are
really
saying, where was he when Yaz and the Doctor was having that ice cream on the TARDIS?
he was probably cringing the whole time. That's what made him come back.
Wait,
They
hold
just
on. The Remembrance TARDIS, won't that also have Sutek on?
yeah, I don't know. I really did like that though, the Remembrance TARDIS. I thought that was really cool. I felt like
Did,
it didn't make much sense, but to have that TARDIS there, but I felt like it was really cool to see all that.
did you catch what I said? I don't know if the stream caught it.
Oh, what did you say?
I said, didn't the Remembrance TARDIS also have Sutek on there because another variant of the TARDIS? So now
Yeah,
there's three Suteks,
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it was latched onto that on TARDIS. I believe that's what they said.
but it's the same TARDIS that was had Sutek on the whole time.
Um,
So it doesn't really make sense that Sutek wasn't also on that TARDIS. And apparently as well, there's another plot point that really was quite frustrating. Every single planet the Doctor's landed on now has another variant of Susan.
yeah,
It's very
yeah.
strange.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that is really strange. And that doesn't make sorry, 1 second. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. It sounds like he created life as long with creating death. So it's really weird with all that. But yeah, any other final thoughts about the finale before we talk about the season as a whole? Oh, Cameron, you there? Oh, looks like we lost Cameron. Oh, he's back. Hello. Sutek has taken over the stream, guys. He's killed Cameron. Oh, oh, I think it looks like we got wait, what? Looks like Cameron's back. Sutek didn't kill him, guys. Hey Cameron, you there? Sorry guys, we're having a little technical difficulties. Sutek has taken over the stream. Oh, he's gone again. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the finale. Um oh, it's just me. Hello everyone. Yeah, that's all I have to really say about the finale. Just it was just bad and worst episode of the season. very disappointed with the way they wrapped up the Ruby storyline, and, yeah. Oh, hey, Cameron.
Hello, I'm back
Welcome
now.
back. Welcome. You have survived the Sutek attack. Glad
Yeah, I got dusted for a few seconds.
glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. So yeah, I was just saying, any other final thoughts on the finale?
What else was there? Oh yeah, Sutek got dragged through the vortex,
Dumb as hell.
and then the Doctor also opened the doors up in space and didn't get sucked out.
Yeah, I didn't understand it. He was just holding on, like that would have stopped it.
And the vortex didn't kill the Doctor either. So then,
No.
why can't he just have a like ice cream or something while the TARDIS is just going spinning around in the vortex?
Yeah, he could just like have his vacate, just traveling through the vortex.
Just set up a little barbecue on the TARDIS, like as the TARDIS is spinning to the next location. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of dumb too.
because I thought that's why you could never open the TARDIS doors in the vortex was because for the vortex energy, it could kill him. I don't know.
Yeah, you would think so, but I guess Russell T Davies was like, "Nah, it doesn't matter. Science is there's no consistency in the lore anymore, especially with bringing back Richard E. Grant. Just anything goes now."
Oh, and the Mutative Doctor.
Yeah, her being canon, but yeah, unknown. Thank you again for commenting. He
Thank you.
or they ask, "What are your expectations from next season?" Thank you again, unknown, for your comment. It's very much appreciated. So yeah, what are your thoughts, Cameron, about next season?
I'm expecting a series 3 situation because they've also got a black person playing the next companion, which is exactly what they did for series 3 with Martha Jones. They've also, obviously, in series 1, obviously, she was in series 1 in the Boom episode. But then what's also interesting is that if you watch David Tennant's first series, Agma Freeman plays I guess, background character that gets killed off and then has that implant in her ears that then types all the codes and stuff for the Cybermen. And she's playing a main companion in was it series 3? So they're doing the same thing again with casting, I guess, background characters to then play companions.
Um, yeah. I don't know. It's she's playing. She could. This could be a Donna situation where um she's introduced and then comes back as the companion. Maybe like the character we saw in Boom. She
I
just
mean,
comes.
she looks like a completely different character, so I'm not sure.
You saw behind the scenes stuff.
No, just from like photos, I guess she looks like a completely different character, but I'm not sure. She might just, I don't know. Oh, he's gone. He got dusted. I don't think the Doctor killed Sutek yet. I'll have to get the Infinity Gauntlet and get him back. But my expectations for next season, it could be interesting. I think they're going to stick to the same episodes, same length for 45 minutes. I think that's the standard. Um, but I think now Russell T Davies has experience of writing the 8 episodes and the format instead of the 13 episodes he was used to doing. I think it's going to be less convoluted, I guess. It's going to be more of a simpler story as he now knows the 8 episode length and how much time he has in those 8 episodes to make it count, if that makes sense. I don't know where he went though. I think he was experiencing technical difficulties. Villain wise, he always brings back a classic villain, as you've seen in all the other episodes of
Hey,
the
I'm back.
finales. Hello,
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, I guess.
it's okay. I was just
What were you
talking about
saying?
the expectations from each series.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, so every every single finale he does, he brings back a classic villain. So in the first series he did, he brought back the Daleks and the Cybermen. That was the first and second series. Third series, he brought back the Master. In the fourth series, he brought back Davros. And
Oh, yeah,
then
that's
in the
right.
specials, he brought back the Toymaker. And in the fifth one, he's brought back
Suit.
Sutek. So
Yep.
that means in the next 2, 3 series he's going to do, he's going to bring back more classic villains.
Yeah, it's very well possible. I kind of hope. I don't know. I hope we get a mixture of classic old villains and brand new villains. You know what I mean? I hope that's not 100% gonna
So
be
yeah,
the
I think the likelihood of us getting a new villain for the finale is very, very low.
uh,
It's going to be a classic villain. It always has been. It's got a trend.
it's been a trend since the in all of Russell T Davies series that was the trend.
Yes.
Huh. That's a bit disappointing. But
He introduces new monsters throughout the series, but I don't think they ever become the main big bad of the series, from what I'm
yeah,
seeing.
like he introduced the Cybermen and or not the Cybermen, sorry. The Weeping Angels,
Yeah, yeah.
uh what other villains did he introduce?
Quite a lot. Sylvain, the Hoiks,
Yeah.
and the Grask and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Wasn't the Ood part of the part of the
Oh, yeah, that got mentioned, didn't it, in the finale, the Ooze Sphere.
yeah. Yeah, they did get mentioned. That was pretty cool. Um, what else was I gonna say? Uh, dang, I had a thought, just disappeared. Yeah, so hopefully, yeah, expectations. I just want to see better consistency, more episodes. I don't know if you feel like the episode count
You
wasn't
won't
enough.
get more episodes. I think that's the format most streaming services are going for now. Is 8 episodes per series.
That's so short.
And plus, as it's on Disney Plus, it's going to stay as that. Because I think every single Disney Plus series we get, I think from anything now, is only 8 episodes.
Except Andor. Andor was 12 episodes. Did you
Oh
watch that
wow.
show? Star Wars Andor?
I don't think I watched much of it. No.
You're a Star Wars fan, right?
Yeah, I did. I don't think I really got into it that much. I think it was quite slow.
Oh, Andor is really good.
I
I
might have to give it a
recommend.
rewatch. I might have to give it a
Yeah,
rewatch.
yeah. It was.
I did watch it like 2 years ago, so my thoughts might have changed since then.
Yeah, it's really a good show. It feels like a TV show. Sorry, we're going off. We're going
No,
off
it's
track with
okay.
Star Wars, but yeah, I recommend checking out. And anyone in the chat, or anyone watching, watch Andor. It's probably the best written Star Wars show and it's probably one of the best written Star Wars things since the original trilogy. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I know like they have 8 episodes, but I do hope that they somehow add more episodes or at least um expand, like at least don't write it in a way where it feels like it's 13 episodes. You know what
Yeah,
I
I was
mean?
saying that when you were gone. I was saying that I think it's good that Russell T Davies has now had that sort of experience writing the 8 episode format because now he knows he can make a simpler story next series and not overcomplicate things.
Yeah, definitely. And also don't have a lot of adventures off screen because it felt like there was like missing event. It feels like there was episodes missing in this season, especially when you get to the finale.
That's not a bad thing because then he's making space for big finish.
Yeah, that is true. I just felt like a lot of character development was off screen, and but especially between the Doctor and Ruby,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
definitely.
I feel like you can have adventures off screen, like it's been shown to be the case, especially when you hear the 10th Doctor and Donna adventures, I saw, like, too much happened off screen,
Yeah.
like, a lot, um, a little too much for
I think there was
they were
6
saying.
months between Space Babies and Devil's Cord, and, like, it was very interesting 'cause I think I sent you the post on Instagram that, people were saying, "Okay, so where did the Doctor take her then? Because her first alien world was, was it I can't remember, I think it was
Boom.
Space Babies? No, Boom, that was it.
Yeah.
Was it? No, I think it was Devil's Cord and Boom, there was 6 months in between or something like that. And people are saying, okay, so where did the Doctor take her then for that little 6 months gap? Is it like a UK holiday or something?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, and they also talked about in the Legend of Ruby Road sorry, the Legend of Ruby Sunday episode, they showed, Susan, the Susan character and other planets that we didn't see either. So it was, like, every place that the Doctor and Ruby
Yeah,
traveled
every
together?
place the Doctor's travelled to since the fourth Doctor's era, every single place now has a Susan on there.
What? That is
Yep.
that is
Every single place, and that's how Sutek destroyed the whole universe. Because the Doctor's travelled across the whole universe. So Sutek's been and placed markers on every single planet he's been on and dusted all of them.
that that's really stupid. I'm sorry, that's just really dumb. Alright, Nick Bellis, thank you for your comment. Nick Bellis says, "I think Devil's Cord should have been episode 4 or so, and boom, NR2 should have been episode 2." So you think Devil's Cord should have been the 4th episode and boom, the 2nd episode? What do you think about that, Cameron?
I was going to ask your thoughts on that first.
Um, boom be the second. I think I like the placement of the episodes. I feel like the Doctor not being in it for 2 episodes in a row, like in, 73 Yards and Dot and Bubble, those episodes should have been moved around because I feel like having 2 doctorless episodes is not really a good thing. Um, I could see that though, Devil's Cord being episode 4 and Boom being episode 2. I guess episode 3 would be 73 Yards. I think that would be an interesting turnaround because then you would
I mean,
have really
either way, the Doctor steps on something twice and nearly kills everyone. So
Yeah, true, true.
it's not going to make a difference what episode's placements you put them on.
Yeah, but, yeah, I definitely think that could have been interesting. I think it would have made the season maybe a bit stronger if we had a much better episode after Space Babies, which I felt like was a solid if a solid episode, it felt like something you would see from the original Russell T Davies era. Um, but, yeah, that's a really interesting way to change up the episodes. Thank you again, Nick, for your comment. I really appreciate it.
I think just remove Space Babies altogether, to be honest. It wasn't needed.
Um,
It was a
yeah.
head.
What was that?
It was a headache.
Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like Space Babies. I thought it was kind of fun and it was meant for kids. I don't think that should have been the first episode. Kind of remind me a bit of Love and Monsters. I think I'm seeing that
Yeah,
episode.
definitely,
And
definitely.
I actually kind of liked that episode. Felt like it was dumb, but it wasn't the worst thing ever, you know. It was like dumb fun in a way. Like something you would get from the Russell T Davies. It kind of brought me a bit nostalgia from the first era of Russell T Davies with Space Babies. Um, but yeah, any final thoughts on the finale?
I just thought of something. The giggle and the finale are very similar. They both get like both of the big bads get defeated by like very stupid ways of defeating them. So like the Toymaker gets like defeated by playing catch, and then I guess Sutek is also playing catch because he's trying to catch up with the TARDIS to catch the rope. I
Yeah.
feel I was explaining this to my girlfriend. I feel Sutek should have been the big bad of series 3 or series 4 of Shooty Gatwa's series. It should have been a build up.
Maybe series 2, but it looks like the buildup is gonna be the neighbor lady. Oh, that's something we should touch upon too.
Oh, Mrs. Flood.
Yeah, Mrs. Flood, her being the big bad. We should talk about that too. But I feel like maybe Sutek should have had a 3-part finale, or have the buildup be for series 2. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna tease a villain all the way back from the 60th anniversary, you gotta live up to the hype, and Sutek did not live up to the hype at all.
I think they focused too much on the time window bit and who's Ruby's mum was to not really leave much time for the Sutek bit, the B plot or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and I
Um,
didn't. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go on. Yeah,
Oh, no, what were you gonna say?
I was going to talk about the DNA bit, but
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, what
oh,
were you gonna say about that?
I think the whole like episode could have been avoided. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the technology wasn't developed in that point in time, but I'm pretty sure from what I remember of the episode, they just typed up her name, and then that was it. They found out who her mum was.
Um, I think they, like, did a blood sample.
Yeah,
I
so
remember.
why couldn't they do that in the tower already and avoid the whole Sutek plan? And then Sutek would have been like, "Oh, I'm now stuck here. My plan failed."
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why Sutek was so interested in Ruby's mum either.
Yeah, that I don't get. I think it's because time kept changing with that scene, and that's why I
But
don't
then,
understand.
but then, how did the mum keep changing time when she's not a time lord or anything?
They were saying basically it was the power of love that made Ruby so special. That was
No,
basically what they said.
no. I
Yeah, that's
think I
why it
must
was.
have missed that bit.
Yeah, it was basically because I remember the doctor explaining it. He's like, "I thought it was someone special," and he was like, "No, it's just the love that your mom had for you, getting out of that bad household is what made you okay." I'm like, "What the hell is this? Like, this is."
This is like first draft writing.
It's like, I know Russell T Davies wants to change Doctor Who into some sort of fantasy crap, but come on, man, this is not
This
even
is
good
like something
fantasy.
Stephen Moffat would write.
No, I think Moffat would have came up with a better finale,
Oh,
honestly.
I don't
This was
know. Wedding of River Song was quite bad.
which one?
The Wedding of River Song?
Oh, are you talking about the series 6 finale?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I really like that finale, but, oh, we
One
got
with the
another.
pyramids and the dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah, actually, I actually like that one. I like series 6 a lot, actually. I don't know if I'm in the minority with that, but,
Wait, hold
uh
on. What wasn't Series 5 and Series 6 also them rewriting time like nothing happened? Hold on.
Series 5 had a reboot of the universe, like, the
Yes,
universe
so
reboot.
why didn't Sutek come out then? Everyone was dead.
I guess
If that was his end goal to kill everyone, why didn't Sutek come off the TARDIS and say, "Here I am" in Series 5?
I'm gonna rewatch the episode and see, like, what the deal is. I'm gonna look more into it because I only watched it once, and I didn't really look much up about the episode itself before this live stream. I'm gonna look it up after the stream is over or later today, and rewatch the episode and see if, like, I'm missing something. You know what I mean? Because there had
Yeah.
to be some sort of explanation.
I
'Cause
think when he spanned the TARDIS was pretty cool, actually. I think that's my favourite bit in the episode.
when he did what to the TARDIS?
When he spanned the TARDIS around.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was quite menacing, I can't lie. And
Yeah,
that speech as well. Oh,
yeah.
that speech gave me
That
chills.
was from the first half of the episode, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that whole first half I felt like was strong, and then I felt like once the doctor went we saw the doctor in that hoodie with talking to that woman. Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah.
On that planet, that's when the episode started to fall apart for me, I feel like.
I think RTD wrote himself into a corner and didn't know how to go about doing it without disappointing everyone.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
there's people who wanted Ruby's mum just to be normal. There's people who wanted mum to be trickster. Like the trickster's not gonna come back.
that's yeah.
Um, there's people who wanted Ruby's mum to be Ruby, which would have been quite funny.
Ruby's mom Ruby's mom be actually herself? Is that
Yeah,
what? Oh, that would have been so Oh my god.
Or it'd be the Doctor, or Susan, or Sutek. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
so many theories, and then he just went, "Nope, you're all wrong. It's just a normal person."
Yeah, her mom was a normal person who gave her up because Ruby was in an abusive household, like,
He gave up because of drinking money.
oh my god. Yeah. Oh, that would've been an interesting twist. Her mom was just, like, some drunk bum. Be like, "Get out my face."
I'm getting Last Jedi flashbacks.
Yeah. Alright, thanks, at Ivan, thank you again for your comment. Ivan says, It seems to me that Daleks or Cybermen will appear in series 3." Um, I guess he's saying that or they're saying that because of,
Yeah, they didn't appear at all in this series, which was quite refreshing. I like that.
I did too. That is one thing I really like. I was so sick and tired of the Cybermen and Dalek. They have been in every season, like, we
I think because
really
they were
needed a break.
contracted. I think they were contracted to put them in at least one series.
Um, I guess so, but they didn't do it this time.
Hmm. He might. They might be in the Christmas special.
Maybe.
Because
Yeah.
remember in Jodie's first series, there wasn't a Dalek, and so I think series 11, and then there was in the Christmas special.
Yeah, Daleks of Manhattan or what was it? Daleks on
Resolution, I think it's called.
Resolution of the Daleks. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Ivan's saying they won't appear till season 3 because I guess it wasn't shown to be in series 2, like in any of the photos or anything. Because they already have series 2 filmed, so that's probably why Ivan's saying that. That's possible. I'll be okay with
Yeah.
that. Would you be okay with them not appearing till series 3?
Yeah, I mean, as long as they can do a good series without the Daleks, without the Cybermen, without the Master, then sure. As long as they can tell a good story, I don't really care who the villain is.
Yeah, I don't want to be the master though, honestly. I'm so kinda
I'm
dumb.
getting
I'm done with
tired
the
of the
master.
Master as well.
What's that?
I'm getting tired of the Master as well.
Yeah, especially when they undid Missy's character arc. They regressed the character into some traditional,
Joker character, yeah.
"Yeah, hit me, hit me." I was like, "Dude, shut
Yeah,
up."
yeah.
I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like that master from, I forget his name right now, the
Dash
actor.
is the one, I think it is.
Yeah, I know a lot of people liked him. I'm sorry, I felt like he was John Simba worse. It's just it
It's
just
like he just took the Joker serum and now he's just like, you know what?
yeah.
they took the Batman and Joker, sort of imagery too seriously with the Doctor and the Master.
Yeah. They're supposed to be like best friends. They're not supposed to be that's what I got from Missy and the 12th Doctor, you know?
Yeah,
They actually felt like friends and they were frenemies. It
yeah,
kind of felt similar to the 3rd Doctor. It felt like a continuation of the 3rd Doctor and the Master,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
Alright, Ivan also says, "Thank you again for your comment, Ivan." Ivan says, "RTD is already writing the script for for season 3." Um,
Yeah, but I don't think they've commissioned it yet. So it's going to be a waste of time if he like writes all these episodes and it doesn't get commissioned. Because
um
I don't think they've greenlit the series yet for series 3.
For on Disney Plus or for BBC or
Just in general, I don't think they've greenlit series 3 yet.
oh,
So he's writing all of these scripts for no reason, unless he's trying to plan ahead.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just we just gotta wait and see on that. But I mean, for me personally, I've enjoyed the first season, so I hope there is a season 3. Do you think season 3 will be Shooty Katwa's last? All actors played for 3
Oh
seasons.
no, not all actors. Christopher Eccleston did one.
Christopher
Paul
Eccleston.
McGann did a movie.
I think he's talking about in New Who, Ivan.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah, I'm just saying they're not all
yeah.
actors.
Um, well, and also David Tennant had 3 seasons, but he also had a
Technically, he had
special.
4 if you count all the episodes he did.
Who?
David Tennant. If you
Oh,
count all the specials, if you count like the
yeah,
60th specials, the
he
50th
basically had 4.
special, he's had basically 4 seasons compared to everyone else.
Yeah, and Matt Smith was 3, Capaldi was 3, Whitaker was 3.
Well,
Um,
Whitaker was basically two because all the seasons got shortened down,
yeah, basically 2.5. But I looked up the episode count. She was like in a good amount of episodes compared to other doctors.
and then
Um,
Shooty Gat was gonna get like what 2 series and a half at most,
I mean, if we get 8 episodes per season, he'll end up with 24 episodes, and that's really short.
which is nothing compared to what like. I mean, that's what 2 series is for David Tennant. 26
Ye
episodes, 13
Yeah,
episodes each.
and Whitaker got 32 episodes, so that would be less than
Yeah.
Whitaker, which would be really sad.
I think Big Finish will probably take him on then, eventually.
Um, yeah, maybe, but I really hope that we get a doctor that's there longer than, um,
I think
3
it
seasons.
depends how well, if the actor wants to keep doing it or the writer wants to go, or because I think when Stephen Moffat left, Peter Capaldi wanted to leave, and the same with David Tennant and RTD.
Yes. Yeah, David Tennant almost stayed for,
Yeah,
a
almost. Yeah, I heard about that.
I think that was I wish he oh, I like Matt Smith, never mind, I was gonna say that I think it would've been really interesting to see the Doctor with Amy, but, um, I really like Series 5 and the whole
Yeah,
introduction to the
yeah.
11th
I
Doctor.
have a soft spot for Series 5.
Yeah, yeah, I think that was the weakest of Matt Smith's era. I know a lot of people say Series 6 and 7 was weaker, but, yeah, we're going off topic though. Um, yeah, so I hope that I think it's gonna be probably his last season with Series 3, or maybe he'll get some specials. But I hope he stays longer. I hope Ncuti Gatwa stays for at least maybe, like, 5 or 7 seasons. I think that would be really
No,
cool.
I don't think Doctor Who's going to last 7 more series, is the way it's going.
Yeah, possible, but, yeah, I definitely hope Ncuti Gatwa is there much longer than just 3
The
seasons.
question is, do you think RTD's going to last another 7 more series?
He I mean,
Or would Shooting Gat be better, written better under another writer?
I mean, who, I mean, I don't know if he would've been written better under Stephen Moffat or Chibnall, God, no, but,
No. I mean, Chibnall did write The Fugitive Doctor, which was a pretty good Doctor. So I don't know why he wrote Jodie Whittaker's character in the way that he did. It was clearly a choice.
yeah, and I think I think 'cause Joe Martin's Doctor, the Fugitive Doctor, was meant to be a classic Who Doctor,
Yeah.
so she was much more like William Hartnell, but I think it was more of the performance, honestly, because some of the dialogue that was given to Fugitive Doctor was kinda bad too. I think Joe Martin is just that she was, like, that good of a performance. Where is she in the timeline? Who the hell knows, but,
That's a
um,
video for another day.
yeah, oh god. I still can't get over the Richard E. Grant and Joe Martin, like, where
The
are
thing
they
is,
in
yeah, like it opens up so many questions. Like, is Rowan Atkinson's Doctor now canon? Are the
I
fan film Doctors now canon?
according to Russell T Davies, everything's canon now, and every Doctor bi-generated, everything's canon. Nothing matters anymore. It kinda pisses me off with Rogue, like, just nothing matters. Canon's up just whatever you want it to be, I guess, and we'll just add Richard E. Grant in because why
Because
not?
why not? Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
no explanations. Um,
Oh, Tane Pungo. I think it's Pungo.
Ta Ta Tane or Tanya, sorry we're butchering your name. Thank you again for your comment. 2.25 million for this finale, so they've lost 500,000 from 3 episodes ago.
That's still quite a lot of people. If you put 500,000 people in a room, that's a lot of people that's tuned out.
Yeah, that is a lot
That's
of
a
people.
big drop. That's like 500,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot. It's not.
Now think about it. I think that's more than a football stadium.
Oh, yeah,
500,000. That's
100%,
like
yeah.
what, 4 football stadiums?
Are you talking about when you say football, you mean or
Yeah, yeah, soccer,
yeah,
yeah.
sorry. I was thinking of football, like American football. Yeah.
I'm just thinking like the size of 500,000 people. Like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people dropped off. Yeah, I mean,
That's
we'll
quite
see.
bad because if they keep dropping off every 3 episodes, there's what two? How many people watching? 2 million. Yeah, that only needs to happen 4 more times, and no one's watching.
Yeah, I don't know. It could get canceled. We'll just have to wait and see, if season 3 gets greenlit or yeah, it's a wait and see on that. Very well possible. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, like Doctor Who's very lucky to be where it's at with 15 seasons.
Yeah, I feel like it could I feel the thing is, I feel like they could be doing so much. There's so much untapped potential, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Like, so many creative things that they could do with Doctor Who to keep it fresh, and I feel like they're kinda doing all the wrong creative things, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
earthbounding the Doctor could be something creative. Um, Having the Doctor have a companion that's not a traditional 21st century human. No more mystery boxes. Uh, bring back Susan, which it looks like Russell T Davies is exploring with. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, to be honest, with your point, that person in Boom, that wasn't 21st century, so that could be a good companion duo relationship.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I hope they bring back that specific companion. But from the looks of things, it sounds like it's the same actress, but in the 21st century.
Speaking of companion relationships, I think everyone's missed this. I haven't seen anyone talk about it. Ruby said to the Doctor, "I love
I
you."
love you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
no
she meant.
one's spoken about it. I don't know why. I don't
I
know, like if it's just like a platonic relationship
I think it's
or if
platonic.
Ruby actually has feelings for the Doctor. I don't know.
I think it's platonic way. Like friends say I love you all the time. So I think it was more of a platonic I love you or like a family sibling
I don't
way.
know.
Not
It was just very interesting, like
yeah.
how that was just thrown in.
Yeah.
Because every time a companion said "I love you," it's always been as like an intimate, sort of like very intense relationship. But he has
Yeah.
been subverting expectations this whole episode, so I take it it's just platonic.
Yeah, I'm 80% sure it's platonic. If it's not platonic, I'd be really surprised and I would be really disappointed because again, a companion's falling for the doctor and I'm so sick of that trope. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. Didn't Rose also say "I love you" to the Doctor, and then he also went away,
Yep.
never to be seen again?
Yep.
Okay, he's copying his episodes again.
Yeah. It's a definitely a pattern. Um yeah, and also like other companions fell for the doctor too, like Amy for a bit and Clara for a bit and Yaz.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I'm so
But I'm pretty sure Sarah Jane did at one point in the classic era, apparently.
yeah, according to Russell T Davies, apparently the doctor had a crush on Sarah Jane and had a thing for her. I I never saw a hint of that with Fourth Doctor and Sarah Jane. I thought they just had a platonic relationship, but every time the
But
10th
apparently
Doctor
everyone has to be in love with someone in this show.
I'm so tired of it doesn't I mean, the romance was cool, but after River Song, I was done with romance. I was tired. It looked
He
like
really loves his R's, don't he? You know, Ruby, River, Rogue,
he loves his R's. Yeah, true.
Rose.
It also kinda sounded like the doctor might have had a thing for Adric too. I don't know if you saw in
Oh
the six
no,
if
no.
if you saw in the 60th anniversary, like, the way he talked about Adric, it sounded like he kinda, like, loved him a little bit. I could be wrong. Like,
No.
you don't think so?
No, they can't do that. No.
Okay. I hope so. I hope that's the case. But,
Because that was never a thing. He never had a crush on Andrew.
he never had a crush on Sarah Jane, but Russell T Davies wrote that it was the case, so I don't
But
know.
apparently Davies has also wrote that, Richard E. Grant is now a Doctor variant. So,
Yeah, without
although
any
it's really
explanation.
weird because they made Richard E. Grant the Ninth Doctor because they didn't have a Ninth Doctor at the time for the show, so
Yeah,
that's to fill in the gaps. And now they've made someone the ninth. Well, technically, it's what 9.5 because the War Doctor or something. I don't know where all the regenerations are right now.
at
And
this point,
then
there's a million of them.
yeah, yeah. So where does Richard E. Grant fit in? Is he now still the Ninth Doctor? Is he a different variant that played the Doctor now? Is he part of the Timeless Children
Oh
arc? I
God,
don't know anymore.
I wish they explained it. They explained the War Doctor. They did a good job of
They
explaining
only
why
did
that.
that because Christopher Eccleston couldn't come back.
Yeah, but I feel like they still did a good job of explaining how the Doctor had a secret regeneration in a way that made sense. But they did
Yeah,
not explain the fugitive Doctor, and they did not explain Richard E. Grant's Doctor. So
all the Timeless Children.
that's the only explanation there could be is just have the.
Apparently, he is going to explore the Timeless Children more in Series 2 and Series 3.
I didn't find the quote that said that besides the Instagram thing that you showed me. Like I looked it up. The only thing I found was Russell T Davies talking about the adopted thing, like how the
Oh.
doctors adopted, and he was also saying that timeless children doesn't really mean anything to him. Like he was kind of talking bad about the timeless children a little
I
bit.
mean, he keeps making references to it, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, he said from what I saw in the interview that Russell T Davies said, he's like, Chim. He was like, he said, he had conversations with Chimno. He's like, Chimno, I'm sorry, timeless children just doesn't mean anything to me. What I think is interesting though, with the idea that you presented was the Doctor being adopted and Ruby being adopted, and the fact that Doctor doesn't know where his family is. I think that's something interesting from the timeless
But they
children.
brought it up in Wild Blue Yonder, so it doesn't make sense.
I think he only brought it up a little bit, saying that the Doctor wasn't a traditional Time Lord, but he didn't like flat out mention timeless children or the fact that the Doctor had many lives before William Hartnell, and the fact that the Doctor is basically the chosen one. They just brought up
Yeah.
the fact that the Doctor.
He got dusted again. I'm gonna have to get the dustpan and brush and sweep him back up. Where is everyone at time wise? Like where are you lot located? Is it like 5 p.m. for you, 3 p.m.? It'd be interesting to know. For me, it's 4:48. So I'm currently eating my dinner. I don't know what everyone else is doing. Tane Ponga, I think your name is. The whole Flocksmith, Sutek. I'm wondering if you're in the middle of a metal crisis. Yeah. I mean, look no further than the Star Wars films with The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and I think it's The Rise of Skywalker. So the whole time, so you've got, The Force Awakens introduces all of these plot points, all these characters. J.J. Abrams is like, yeah, okay, I'll go with it, but I've got to mix this bit up and this bit up. I want to take this out and this out, and it sort of changes the story a lot. Some of the characters fell out of place and all that. And then you've got the Rise of Skywalker, where it just retcons all of that. So yeah, I don't know. It could happen, but I'm not sure. I think because Chibnall is his friend, he's trying to not hurt his feelings too much by not delving too much into it, but acknowledging it.
Were you talking about this comment here with the whole
Yes.
flux thing?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we're in the middle of a meta writers battle, who can retcon more. Yeah, it kind of feels like that sometimes.
Yeah,
Well, if you
I
can
brought
add
up the Star Wars franchise.
You feel like Doctor Who's the Star Wars franchise?
No, I brought it up with the Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, Force Awakens. How they kept
Oh.
retconning each other.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. It kinda does feel like that a little bit. Also, thanks again for your comment, and you have another comment here. It's almost 4 AM. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was asking what everyone's times are.
My time is 11:50 AM. I'm in the East Coast in America.
Mine's 4:51.
AM?
No, PM.
Oh, PM. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, wow, so we got a lot of different time zones here. It's really cool. It's time zones, timelines, Doctor Who, timey-wimey, haha. Uh, Unknown, thank you again for a comment. I can't wait to hear from Disney whether they will renew the series or not. Yeah, me too. It should be interesting. I think you're Cameron, you're on the side that they should take a break and
Yeah, I think they should take a break and think about where they want to take the story, the arcs they want to take the characters on, the locations, the sets. Just make it as packed as possible with just make it solid basically. So there's like all the plot points are solid. They can't take as much criticism as they did with this series.
yeah. Wait, so if they take a break, you still want Russell T Davies to come back, like,
I
and
mean,
right?
yeah, he can come back, yeah.
But
But what I'm saying is, I want him to take a break and reflect on the criticism and reflect on the 8 episodes that he has, the time that he has, and think about, okay, so I've got this amount of time, got this amount of episodes. How do I tell a really compelling story and a really good arc that these characters can all go on without it getting too complicated for viewers?
right. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. When you said break, I was thinking like go on hiatus again for like another 10
Oh, no,
years.
no, no, no. I'm not saying
Yeah.
just some time for him to think, reflect, and write a
Oh,
really solid series.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean,
Like what Chibnall did with series 12,
yeah.
when he
Yeah,
had that year hiatus to think, learn, reflect, and write
yeah.
series 12.
Yeah, he definitely did some thinking, some bad thinking in my opinion, but yeah. Um, we got another comment here. Unknown. Oh yeah, we read unknown. Thank you again, unknown, for your comment. Kane says these last two seasons really do feel like the last Star Wars trilogy.
Yes, yes. I couldn't agree more. I mean, they
Uh,
both have universe ending events.
yeah, I don't know about series one, but series 12 and 13, 100%. Those are the worst seasons of Doctor Who, in my opinion.
I don't know,
Basically,
if you compare season 1 of Shooty Gatwa's series, to the last series of Jodie Whittaker, it's a big, like, leap in quality,
oh yeah,
music.
100%. I think series one is a million times better than series 12 and 13. Like that was the lowest it can get. Like I can't stand the Chibnall era. I know some people are saying this is as bad. I don't see it. Do you see it? Do you think series one is as bad as the Chibnall era?
It's definitely got better qualities than the Chibnall era. With the music, I'm gonna get on to the music in a minute. It's very different from the last RTD era. Um, but yeah, but with I lost my train of thought now.
You lost your train of thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it happens to me sometimes too on the stream.
It's gone through a tunnel. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna get onto the music section. Hopefully that bit will come back. But
Yeah.
so yeah, Murray Gold coming back. What do you think about that?
I loved it. I missed his music. It definitely. I mean, I'm not saying he has to be the composer for Doctor Who, but he's never get the guy back. Who did last era? You know what I'm talking about? I forgot his name.
I think it's Segan.
Yeah, he never have him come back. But Murray Gold's music was dearly missed, and I love his theme for the 15th Doctor, and
Yes.
I love some of his scores that he did this season, especially at the end of Dots and Bubble. Like that he did such a great job at the end of Dots and Bubble with the music and the Doctor's monologue. Like I'm just he really improved this season in my opinion.
I think Murray Gold always does a good job, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. He's like the Star Wars. He's like the John Williams of Star Wars in my opinion. Um
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get a new person in, I'll say get someone like the person who does all the Arrow music and the Flash music for the CW.
oh yeah. That would be interesting.
Or get
Or
John Williams to score a Doctor Who episode before he goes.
yeah, that would be interesting. Or maybe they do a Doctor Who movie and he scores that.
Oh, wow.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be St. Kells, wouldn't it? John Williams' last outing doing music is Doctor Who.
Yeah. I think he retired though after Indiana Jones, but that would be cool if he came back for something Doctor Who. Unknown, thanks again for your comment. It says Unknown says, I don't think the series will be canceled. And he also follows up with there will just be a break for 10 plus years.
That's a lot of years. 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah. Very well possible. I
David
have
Tennant won't be acting in 10 years. Like
Tenet.
Tom, yeah, I don't think he'll be acting in 10 years.
Yeah.
You've got Tom Baker will be gone in 10 years.
Well,
Um,
hopefully not. Hopefully not.
he's in his 90s now. He will be gone soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, but
But yeah, no, 10 years is a long time. Like, CGI is going to develop a lot in 10 years. Camera quality is going to develop a lot in 10 years. There's probably going to be another writer's strike in 10 years. Like, a lot of things is going to happen if it does go on a break. And it's going
yeah.
to miss a lot of political stuff that it could talk about.
Right.
And then that's why Doctor Who is quite relevant because it talks about political stuff in the now. So,
Yep.
for example, we've got a political election going on in a minute, and 73 Yards came out as soon as that came out.
Right.
So it's very convenient that it came out on that week when the can't say what it was now. Political election came out.
Oh, I had no idea. Wait, so you guys have elections going on in the UK for
Yeah, at the
prime
moment,
minister?
yeah. Yeah, for a
Oh,
party.
oh, okay. Yeah, we have elections.
So we have a parliament, and then we have a prime minister, and that's like the head of the parliament, and they basically like run the whole country, I think. So
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, we have elections going on here in America too right now. I think at the end of this year we're electing our president again.
is it gonna be Biden again?
I don't know. I'm not really much into American politics or any politics in general. Like, um, yeah, my focus is all over the place.
Just hopefully it's not Trump.
Yeah, hopefully not. But yeah, Nick says here, I missed Murray Gold. Thanks again, Nick, for your comment. I missed Murray Gold. It makes it makes things so more epic and adds to the performances of the actors and helps with also bad acting. 100%. I 100% agree with you, Nick. Murray Gold really does really make scenes a lot better. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Tane also commented again. Gold earned his namesake gold standard.
Yes, yes.
Yes, 100%. Billy
Oh
Piper will.
wow!
What's that?
I was reading the comment.
Oh, gotcha.
I feel old.
And yeah, Billy Piper will be in her 50s in 10 years. Yeah, that's
Wow.
yeah. She was 19 when she first
And
started.
Millie Gibson's only going to be in her 30s
Yes,
because
and
she's only just turned 21 or 20, something like that. I think she just turned 20. I'm not sure.
sorry, sorry, my microphone. What the hell? Yeah, she's gonna be in her 30s in 10 more years. It's kind of
They're still young.
yeah. I'm gonna be in my 30s in 10 more years.
Yeah, so am
She's a year
I.
younger than me. It's so weird that the companion is like around my age, around our age now, because you're close to my age too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You were born in 2003?
And two.
2002. Yeah, I was born in 2003. Yeah, so she's a year younger than me. It's kind of weird to think about that the companions
Yeah.
like, yeah, but yeah, that's so
I
weird
mean,
because she's
we got to give an applause to Millie Gibson though. She did a phenomenal job
oh,
in this
100%.
series. At 18 years old, 19 years old, she did a phenomenal job.
I think she just turned 18 when she filmed 73 Yards. I
Oh
think that's what
wow,
she was saying. Like she was barely 18. Like
wow.
that's incredible. She really did a great job, especially with a lot of the scenes, and especially 73 Yards being her first episode.
That must have been a lot of stress on her.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I can't believe Billie Piper's gonna be in her 50s. Like she was 19 when she first started Doctor Who.
Wow. I mean, Christopher Eccleston's going to be what, in his 70s? Because he's
Oh my,
60 now.
yeah,
I
dang.
think he's retired from Doctor Who now as well. I
He does
think he.
Big Finish
No,
for
I
sure.
think he said on Big Finish he's going to take a break from Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm
I mean, I
Chris.
don't blame him. The guy's in his 60s now.
Yeah,
Doctor Who, like he performed on Doctor Who what nearly 20 years ago now. I don't blame him.
yeah. I mean, Christopher Eccleston is kind of. I find him to be okay. I don't have like strong feelings for him, but I still like his Doctor. I felt like it was like Christopher Eccleston. He was all right to me, but I think he has a lot of potential in Big Finish. Nick, again, thank you for your comment. I hope that we only see Susan in the very last episode that very last episode they will ever make. Hope they give the original actress Carol Ford, meanwhile, a cameo. Her casting would also be a great red herring for fans. Do you mean the very last episode of Doctor Who ever, or do you mean last episode of the Russell T Davies era?
I
Um,
mean, we could talk about both.
yeah, I don't know how I would feel if I don't know if Carol Ann Ford would be around for the very last episode of Doctor Who.
I
I
mean,
mean, that would be
AI is getting quite advanced. They probably could recreate her, like they
ah,
did with Tarkin and Luke Skywalker and all that.
yeah, but she's here now, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Bring her back soon. That's all I say. Like she's here now. She does Big Finish stuff, so she's still acting as the character. And I think it would be really cool to see her regenerate, like into the second Susan. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, yeah. I agree. Just don't bring her back just for the sake of bringing her back. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
it has to be for a purpose. Do you want her to come back in the very last episode, or
I mean, I don't mind anyone coming back in any episode as long as it's not like there just for the sake of being there. Like if it's there for the story purpose, then I don't mind.
yeah, definitely. Unknown, thank you again for your comment. Unknown says, I have a feeling that Disney will renew the series. Very well possible. I think so and I hope so. Um,
I don't think Disney gets anything out of it though. I think they just promote it. I don't know. I think they probably get money off the ads and the trailers they release on their channels. But apart from that, I don't think they really get much out of it apart from maybe more subscriptions on Disney Plus.
yeah, that and I think they do get enough out of it. I mean, they did make some suggestions, like they wanted Doctor Who to start over with series one. I think they had input into the Christmas special.
I mean, wasn't that just rumors, or was that actually a link to?
I it's definitely confirmed with the series one thing and the biogeneration thing happening because of Disney Plus. I know there was rumors about the Christmas special, but it looks like that might have been true. Not 100% sure about that, but I know they wanted to start to see the show over again because of Disney Plus.
We'll probably find out in a couple of years when RTD does another writer's tale book.
Have a what?
He did a writer's tale where he like went through all these scripts and he had emails sent backwards and forwards between him and I think another writer, and he just documented it in a book.
Right. Um yeah, possibly. Um Yeah, Nick comments again. It would be a nice send off of the series if it would ever finish. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it would be a nice send off
Yeah, yeah.
for uh for Susan for the Doctor to reunite with Susan?
I think that is where they're heading, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice way to wrap up the era. I just don't know. I feel like that would be way too long for Susan to like not be in this show. Like I think the show is gonna last for so many years. Like it's gonna continue to probably stop and come back maybe for the rest of the time. They're gonna milk Doctor Who until they got nothing left out of it because that's
Yeah. I mean,
because
it's like The Walking Dead. They're making loads of spin offs now, ain't they?
yeah. I think Doctor Who is very popular in the UK, right? It's very popular in the UK, from what
I
I've seen.
mean, the 2 million people that are watching, yeah.
And I think it makes them a lot of money with merchandise.
I don't really see much Doctor Who merchandise anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
going to the shops and I don't really see any merchandise.
oh, interesting. Maybe it will end. Maybe they will have like a really like finale sooner than we think, and maybe if the finale is going to be really soon, then yeah, I think that would be a really nice send up for the show for the Doctor to finally reunite with his granddaughter. It's like it's a big thing all the way back from 1963. I think that would be like a nice full circle moment. You know, it's like this
I
whole
think what they should do is have the Doctor and Susan run towards each other like Rose and the Doctor did in The Stolen Earth. And then the Cyberman shoots one of them, the Dalek shoots another, and they just get like a double kill, you know? And it just ends.
oh, just ends with the death. Yeah, that would be pretty brutal. Just like, and then they start regenerating, and the Cybermen like just nope. Bloodline ends here. Unknowns. Haynes asking unknown question.
If
Um,
the BBC will still be willing to keep this lower episode count to secure the tens of millions in funding for it. Um, yeah, he has got a point because the TV license does fund for the BBC. Um, I think that's a legal thing you have to do. I don't know.
yeah,
Is but still be willing to keep this lower episode count. Just go. Yeah, I mean, I think he's talking about the 2 millions in ratings.
right.
I think that is going to get lower as time goes on.
Yeah, it definitely.
But I'm not sure what the cutoff point is. Like, if it gets to this, like let's say it's on 2 million, and that's an okay length. But if it starts dipping to like 1 million, is there like an assessment for that? Do they go, okay, we need to put it on a break for a little while and try and get all these fans back? I don't know what the procedure is for that if it dips lower than the 2 millions.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know where their mark is on that. It could
But as
be.
Russell T Davis is showrunner, they'll probably have a meeting with him or something and discuss the ratings.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the BBC will start talking to executives and being like, okay, well, we've got this show. This show is getting lower and lower ratings. Do we just pray and hope that it gets higher ratings over time? Do we put more quality into it? Do we get more staff to like help with the series, or do we just cut our losses and just axe it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because obviously they fund Doctor Who, don't they? So they got to like have talks like that. I think, how do we help get the numbers up more? Do we, put more of a budget on advertising and stuff like that?
It's definitely been really heavily advertised. I've seen it a lot of places in America, at least here in
I
America.
mean,
It's
I
been
saw it in the cinemas in the for the trailers.
oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah,
I
when I
did
went.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too, actually, for Disney Plus trailers.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely being heavily advertised. I guess people are just not watching. Um, yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't.
for the viewing figures, 'cause I think Mr. H reviews brought it up best. For the viewing figures, does 1 second of watching the show and turn it off count as a viewing figure? Or do they have to watch like on a YouTube video where you have to watch 30 seconds or something for it to count as a view? I don't know.
I think there's views and then there's viewer retention. Um,
I don't know, because I don't think they've ever explained it. What counts as a view?
On an
Like,
episode of TV or
does
YouTube?
watching, yeah, like for the viewing figures, like what counts as a view? Is it them watching the whole episode? Is it them watching just the advert of that particular program and then it counts as a view? Is it them watching the episode for 30 seconds and switching off? Like, no one stated what counts as a view, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's very up in the air when it comes to that. Um
So it could
yeah.
be 2 million people watching it, but how many of those people tuned out is the question. Is it
Yeah.
lower than we think?
Yeah, I guess until you can ask Russ we gotta like if Russell T Davies ever does like a Q&A, gotta ask him all these questions. I
Yeah,
don't I'm not
because let's say you fell asleep and left Doctor Who on, that then counts as a view, don't it? Towards the viewing figures.
um
The same as it would on a YouTube video, right? If you fell
yeah.
asleep and that YouTube video played.
Hmm. Um Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what counts on. I don't know if it's like YouTube where if you just click on the video that counts as a view, or if they count for viewer retention, or if it's a mixture between the both. I'm not 100% sure. But what do you think?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not sure. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I have no idea how TV works with that. But Tane once again asks or states the 8 episode count is a streaming algorithm to sort out if a show is profitable to make it or not. Netflix started it and Disney is now using it. It will all come down to money. And then
Yeah.
they also comment if they keep losing watchers, either BBC or Disney will pull out of the arrangement. Very well
I
possible.
don't know, because I think Disney is keeping Doctor Who on Disney Plus, because then people from Doctor Who, the fans, will go watch it on Disney Plus and think, oh, there's Star Wars on there, there's Walking Dead on there, there's, Marvel films on there. I'm going to go check them out. And then they'll get more of a bigger viewership for the other films and other products that they're promoting.
Yeah, again very
And then,
well.
and then when Doctor Who goes, they'll then stay and watch the other shows, and they'll keep getting those subscription services.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, very good point. I have no idea when it comes to viewership and if the show will get canceled. I'm really not sure, honestly. It could go either way. I hope it doesn't. That's all I could really say on that. And it is pretty low, like the 2 million stuff. It could leave, and it'll be pretty sad. Mm,
Nick Bells, is it Nick
yep.
Bells? Nick Bellies? Well,
Yeah.
thank you
Sorry.
for the comment.
Yeah. Thank you again, Nick. Sorry if we butcher these names. Everyone. Yeah. Nick says, I'm excited for the Christmas special. So glad they are back on Christmas. I hated the New Year's episodes. 100% agree with you. Was I the only one who got evil Mary Poppin vibes from Mrs. Flood? And did she
No,
make it?
I got it too. Yeah,
Yeah, I did too. I got Mary Poppins vibes. Oh, yeah, that's a great point, Nick. Did she make the snow happen? Maybe it was her. Maybe like
maybe.
that's actually a great
What if
point.
she's Susan,
Was Susan turned evil?
or Susan's Miss Flood? I don't know.
Um, I can't imagine because that means Susan would be a bad guy, unless Mrs. Flood isn't a bad guy. Um, but it looks like from the hint of things,
I mean, she
she,
wanted to dethrone the gods, so I take it she's a bad guy. But then I don't know. Did she want to kill Sutek? I don't think that was really ever explained.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about
And she
Susan
keeps
being
breaking the
Flood.
fourth wall. Like, she's not Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. Like it really started getting
Like,
at first.
I get Deadpool 3's coming out soon, yeah, but like,
Yeah. Yeah, since Deadpool 3 is coming out soon, everything's breaking the fourth wall. Um,
I mean,
yeah,
even David Tennant did it when he was talking to the camera in the 60th.
I was okay
So
with it.
she's not the only character that can do it.
Yeah, the Doctor did it too in the second episode, Devil's Cord.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's always a twist at the end.
Oh no, no.
I should just play the theme song and get copyright strike just to okay. yeah, they Doctor broke the fourth wall. The bad guy in the Devil's Cord broke the fourth wall. It's happened a lot this season. I kind of hate it a little bit. Not gonna lie. Like at first it was okay, but now I'm like,
I
I'm so
think
done.
now they came into the Disney universe, everyone's just turned into like these Deadpool superpowered people, you know. They
Yeah,
all have that ability to break the fourth wall.
yeah. Oh, Nick also comments, only the gods or the Doctor broke the fourth wall. So perhaps a Time Lord with some plans or a god. Um,
Hmm.
Interesting. Oh, maybe yeah, maybe Mrs. Flood is a Time Lord.
I mean, she wanted to dethrone the gods, so I take it she has godlike powers.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, that's actually a really good theory, Nick,
Hmm.
um her creating the snow for Ruby. That's actually a
Yeah,
really
but I don't think they've ever broken the fourth wall before in Doctor Who, so I don't know why they're just doing it now.
yeah. I don't know. It's really I think it's dumb, honestly. I hope it goes away. That's one of the things that Russell T Davies needs to think about, like the fourth wall stuff.
Ivan put a new comment.
Ivan, what needs to be done to make the ratings go up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Hmm.
That is a very good question. So obviously you said they're doing loads of advertising. So advertising is clearly not really much of a problem.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think they could really do much else with advertising apart from banners, I guess. Like,
Right.
um, I guess more meetings, like more red carpets, more interviews, maybe. Ratings go up. I guess more writers.
I
Um,
I think
I,
something that they could do to make the ratings go up is really change the shows, change something in the show, like do something drastic, but not to the point that breaks the lore. Bring Susan back and have her be a big deal, or Earthbound the Doctor, or just
it's quite hard to think about why how to get the ratings up because everyone's not really going on TV anymore or
yeah,
watching the BBC anymore.
that's
Like
true.
everyone's either doing like because obviously with the inflation going up in our country, everyone's got to work now. So obviously everyone's going to be going to the iPlayer ratings more than watching at midnight, which is a very stupid way of making everyone watch it with the viewing figures because not everyone's going to be up at midnight. Just stick it back to 6 o'clock where everyone can watch it, and the ratings will probably go back up. Um, but yeah, no, it's just I don't know why they put it at 11 o'clock or midnight because no
Yeah,
one's going to be up. Everyone's got work or school.
yeah, yeah. They definitely need to change the time, I guess, to when like change the time maybe for when Doctor Who episodes release.
Apparently, Russell T Davies did it for a few reasons because apparently people were doing it back in like 2005 where they were waiting for like books of like J.K. Rowling till midnight, and I'm like, yeah, but that was 2005.
Yeah, we're in 2024. Things are a lot different now.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and
no, he did that in the cinemas as well. He made, I don't know if that was him that made it or if it was the BBC or I don't know, but the time in the cinema was 11 p.m. for the showing.
oh wow, really? That's late.
Yep, and the film was 2 hours because it was two episodes, so it was about 2 hours long.
Wow.
So you
That's
wouldn't get out to cinema till 1 a.m. and you still got to walk home yet.
yeah, that's crazy. It's so late. Like could done at least like around 9 or something.
Yeah, no, it was 11 p.m.
That's crazy. Tane, once again, thank you for your comment. It says, Tane says, Mrs. Flood, question mark. A lot of religious connotations there. Every civilization has a flood myth. So I'm betting pan- pantheon god.
A pantheon god, yes, like the trickster and maestro and all that.
Interesting. Or they could try doing stories in other countries. The ratings shot up when they were in the US for the Silence episodes. They need to remember they were at their height with international interest.
Yeah, yeah, he has got a really good point there.
They could try doing in other yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
But then you always got those people who are gonna moan and say, "Oh, well, it's a British TV show. It needs to be set in Britain."
um,
But
yeah,
no matter what you do, people are gonna moan. So
I feel like Doctor Who is definitely at the height. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, people are gonna probably complain about that. I don't know about I mean, here, we're okay with wherever the Doctor goes, but I guess in the UK, it's a little different, but I remember here in America, Doctor Who was, I feel like, at an all-time high in terms of, like, everyone watching it during the, Matt Smith era, I feel like. I remember there was a lot of teenage girls that were really into Doctor Who because I remember, uh, my dad's girlfriend's daughter was really into Doctor Who, and my cousins were into Doctor Who, and they were all, like, crushing over Matt Smith, and, yeah, I think it was definitely at an all-time high during his era. Maybe they need a younger Doctor again to get people boy crazy
I
again.
mean, you can't get younger than Ncuti Gatwa. It's like the youngest Doctor to play the Doctor, ain't he? Like 26 at the time, I think.
He's in his 30s now, but, I think he wasn't as young as Matt Smith. I think he was a year older when he was announced to be the Doctor.
Oh. But still, like I think you can't get really any younger than like 26.
I think I think the youngest the Doctor could be is 21. I'm not just saying that because 'cause
Oh,
I'm 21. I'm not saying
I'm
that
not
because 'cause I'm 21.
sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Uh,
Because you need someone with a lot of experience to really carry the role.
yeah, that's true. Uh, Nick's responding to a comment. Gotcha. Yeah, I only have 10 more minutes left. So do you just want to do a quick review of series one real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, what did you think of the overall season?
I'd probably give it, looking back now, a 5.
Ooh, a 5 out of 10?
Yeah,
Do you think it was better than the Chibnall era?
definitely.
Like to me, the Chibnall era, series 11 is like a 2, series 12 is like a 1, and or actually 0. I feel like series 12 is like a 0,
I didn't
series
even
13 is
finish
like a 0.
Series 11, so I can't even rate it. It was that bad.
You can't even rate series 11?
No, because I didn't even finish it. I refused to watch the rest of the series. So
um
Series 12, I'd probably give it a 4. Because there were some really good moments in Series 12 that I enjoyed.
Oh, really? Oh, what episodes did you enjoy in series
The
12?
Jadoon episode with
Jadoon?
Ruth and the Jadoon. I think that was a great episode.
Hmm.
Um, I think there really, were really good elements to Series 12. I think with another draft, it could have been a great series.
Interesting. I disagree, but oh yeah, yeah, I have a lot of problems with series 12 down to the master being back. Um, I just hold on 1 second. So sorry. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, just the master being back, I didn't really like that, and yeah. And what about series 13?
Series 13. Oh, no, that was terrible. I'll give it a 2. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah. I don't know which I dislike more, series 12 or 13. Series 12 introduced the timeless child stuff, which is I think the worst piece of lore to have ever existed for any franchise ever.
I mean,
Like,
if you take out the Timeless Child, I don't think Series 12 was all that bad.
hmm. Didn't have that one episode. I remember there was like my least favorite episode. I think it was in series 12. What was it called? It was like about the planet stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's
Like,
very helpful.
uh, let me look up series 12 real quick. It had like a really dang. Why can't I never
Oh,
remember?
was it Orphan 55?
Yes, Orphan 55.
Oh, no. I
That was
forgot that was in there.
that was the worst episode of Doctor Who in my opinion. Like,
The worst.
yes, Yes, I would rather watch this finale 20 times in a row than ever
Wow.
watch Orphan
What
55
about
again.
Fear Her
Fear Her from series 2?
or Love and Monsters or
Oh, yeah.
um?
Oh,
I'm
I
sure
actually
there's worse episodes.
I don't know. I liked Fear Her, and I liked Love and Monsters, honestly. Um, I can't think of an I think there's some other bad episodes. I remember there was an episode written by Chibnall that I thought that was pretty bad in the Russell T Davies era.
Was it 42?
I think so. Yeah.
We've got a few more comments.
Yes. Uh, uh, that's a response. Ivan says this information has been available for 2 to 3 weeks already. That Doctor Who was one of Disney's top 10 most popular viewers in the USA, Czech Republic, and Australia. Oh,
Oh wow.
nice. Yeah, see, I don't know much about the ratings. So if you're
I mean,
coming,
I've only
yeah,
seen the UK side of things. I haven't really seen the international side of things.
yeah, neither of I. I've been just trying to enjoy the show and um not really worry about ratings and stuff. To me, like, if it has good ratings, then great. If it doesn't, then whatever. But it's cool because I know that's cool that it's like doing well in the US and Czech Republic. So that's pretty cool.
Nick Bellas said, "I like that." I think it's responding to another comment.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, have we seen things from Classic Who? From Atlantis, I think it is. I think that's the underwater, like at the Aquaman sort of thing. Atlantis. Is he the Doctor to blame? Or no, Atlantis the person. Oh, okay. Um, I think more in the line of a Time Lord because I don't think a god would turn to sand. I mean, I think anyone can turn to sand, to be honest, if the thing is powerful enough.
Um, yeah. I mean, a god can do whatever.
I mean,
God has
I
a
mean,
lot of power.
let's say a god is more powerful than the other god. You could easily turn that god to sand because you're more OP. Like your
Yeah,
power is more, more powerful than the other gods. So I don't know. I suppose with that, in theory, you could wipe out the other gods.
yeah. Oh, Nick commented again. Bailey's. I rate this series a solid 7. Often lacked some chemistry, blamed the limited episodes, became better towards the end, but then it ended. Like also the return of standalone episodes. I agree with you, Nick. I think
Yeah.
I give it like a 7.5 out of 10, in my opinion.
Oh wow, that's quite high.
Around 7 to 7.5. There were some really great episodes. I felt like Boom was a really good episode, 73 yards, and the Legend of Ruby Sunday. That was probably the best episode of this season. That was a great episode. But then you had bad episodes like Rogue, and the finale was bad. Dots and Bubble, I wasn't really a big fan of, and and then the first two episodes.
Was you a fan of the Doctor crying?
Was I a fan of the Doctor crying?
Yeah, a lot. He cries like every single episode.
Um. Oh, by the way, Nick, I agree with the standalone episodes. I really appreciate that being back too. And yeah, I agree with pretty much all your comment. Um, yeah, that didn't bother me. I feel like the Doctor is more, um, yeah, I feel like that's just this Doctor. I feel like he just cries a lot. It's just a thing, I guess. I feel like sometimes,
I think I counted. He cried at least like 4 times in the last episode.
um, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to his crying too much. I did. Well, I felt like it was a little stupid. I cried when Rogue. Um, I think he was crying about Rogue. I felt like that was really stupid because it's like you just met him, like,
Yeah.
like come on,
I will allow him one bit though. When the camera pans away from the TARDIS and he's screaming into space,
that was
that gave
great.
me chill. That was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, that was. I really like Shudigawa as the Doctor. Honestly, there are some moments where I feel like it could be better, and not just with his performance. It's just the writing. I have a problem with the way he's written sometimes and the way he's directed.
What about the
Um,
Doctor's speech in the finale?
um,
He had like a speech against Sutek saying, "Oh, I will stop you."
I think I don't think it was much that memorable. I think the speech in Dots and Bubble was really memorable. This wasn't that. Like the speech was kind of not
I think they
memorable.
both had like two massive speeches towards each other.
Yeah. Oh, Tane agrees with you. I wouldn't be able to give him more than a 5 or a 5.5. The writing just wasn't there this season, and Shooty was trying his hardest. There's only so much one person can cry without losing impact.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
I
that's
mean, all
interesting.
the actors are trying their best. I think it's the director's fault and the writer's fault because obviously they're the ones that have to direct the actors, tell them do this and do that. That they're the ones that try and get the actors at their strongest point, and they
Yeah,
have to push their actors to basically do the role the best they can. And if the directors ain't pushing them hard enough, they can only do what they can do in the capacity they have.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100% agree.
Because obviously they look at all the takes, don't they? And they're like, you know what, that take should have been better. That take should just be cut.
Yeah, I felt like there wasn't much moments where the acting wasn't the acting was never bad to me. I just feel like sometimes
It
things
could have
felt
been
a little off.
improved.
Yeah, and also I feel like with some episodes the acting was great. Some episodes I feel like the directing made the actors not as good.
I
And
mean,
then
maybe they were pushed for time and they couldn't. Maybe they had like, oh no, an hour time slot and they just had to go with the best take they had.
yeah, it's very well possible. I feel like the writing sometimes wasn't consistent either. That was my issue. Like sometimes the doctor didn't feel like in character, and sometimes Ruby felt out of character for what she
That
was
might
set up
be
to be.
where that might be actually because I know sometimes I think Russell T Davies wrote like episode 3, and then sometimes he'll write like episode 10, and then he'll write like episode 1. I don't know if that's just how it is, where he forgets about some of the stuff he's written in the last couple episodes, and then they film 73 yards first, and they film another scene and another episode, and they move to like episode 5 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they film very out of order, so it's possible, like, things can get scrambled and stuff.
Because I know shooting isn't just one chronological order. Sometimes they shoot, I don't know, the end scene first, then they'll shoot like the beginning, then they'll shoot somewhere in the middle, then the beginning bit again, and then there'll be reshoots, and then there'll be redrafts of the script sent out. It's a lot more than people realise when they're watching the episodes.
Yeah.
As we both know, getting into the media industry.
Yeah, 100%. That's really cool that we have, like, 2 different opinions here, and, I like this diverse, these diverse comments. Very different opinions, but we can all respectfully agree and disagree, you know? I really like this civil
Yeah,
discourse
compared to
together.
your comment section on what was it, Boom?
Oh god. No, it was the was it Boom? Yeah, it was about Boom and 73 yards. Oh
Yeah,
my god. I never got a swarm of comments like that before. That was like it was just really weird. And I don't usually get like 2,000 views. I got 2,000 views and then got a ton of thumbs down. It was so weird. And they were like threatening my life and
wow.
threatening my appearance and
Are
my
you
mental.
okay?
What's that?
Are you okay
Oh
after all
yeah,
that?
yeah. It didn't bother me. They're just
Because
faceless
I know
people on the.
sometimes it can affect a lot of people mentally. So
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. That's why I don't show my face or my name, so no one knows who I really am, and,
yeah, yeah,
it's like, you know, yeah, people
you're a
think that.
ghost. You're
Yeah, exactly.
Sutek.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just, clinging on to the TARDIS. Nick again says, like, in the 2nd episode, Ruby said, "You never give up," and I was like, "You just met him. How do you know?"
She's a
100.
good what was it? A good judge of character.
Yeah, 100% Nick. Yeah, I guess she could just tell by being with him for a little bit, I guess. That yeah, that stuff like that. That's why I was just like episodes are missing, character development's off screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. Yeah, that's why we need more episodes. Exactly. She really did make me want to see the doctor with a baby, though. Damn space babies, 100%. That's a great comment. What about you?
I wasn't really into Space Babies, to be honest. I think I tried wiping it out of my memory. It was so bad.
Yeah. All right. And then last comment of the day, because I do have to get going. Unknown says, I think part of the problem with this season is that Trudy Gatwa was on a different show. Yep.
Yes, yes.
And he was
I
also
think
filming
sometimes
Barbie
Eric did sort of leak into Doctor Who at times.
in Rogue.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was a problem.
It's like Austin Butler. He's still got the Elvis voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely felt like times I only saw it in Rogue though. I felt like other than Rogue, the Doctor really felt like the Doctor to me. Like I was really just blown away with some of the things they did with the Doctor. The way he talked about Susan, it felt like that was the Doctor, like
Yeah.
it just I'm just so happy to have the Doctor back. You know what I mean? Because the 13th Doctor, in terms of writing and just performance, felt nothing like the Doctor to me. I don't know if you feel the same way.
What, Jodie's Doctor?
Yeah, the 13th. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think David Tennant's Doctor, the 14th Doctor, was very Doctor-like as well.
Oh, yeah. I
But
kind of
David Tennant just encapsulates that role just so easily. He just slips in.
yeah, 100%. That Doctor too, I forgot about him for a second. That 14th Doctor came back.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's really nice, in my opinion, to have decent Doctor Who back. Some good episodes, at least, compared to the Chibnall era where there weren't any good episodes at
It's
all.
better than what it was. It's improving, which is
Yeah.
good.
Yes, 100%. And, yeah, it needs some work. But I feel like we're off to an okay start. I feel like that finale really left a bad taste in my mouth. Um, and I think Doctor Who does. I mean, has the potential to have a bright future, but it could get canceled. We'll see what happens with the
I mean,
future.
there'll probably be spin offs if it gets cancelled anyway, so it's not like we'll be going without.
Yeah, that's true. It
Obviously,
sounds like
I think they're doing a unit uh, show soon, so.
yeah, I think so too. And I think they want to bring back Torchwood too, because I remember Russell T Davies talking about he wants to bring back. Forget her name. Eva Mendes. Do you know what I'm talking about? The woman in
Yeah,
Torchwood.
Gwen, ain't it? The person that plays Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen. Sorry, I was blanking on her name. I think he talked about he wanted to bring the actress back, so we could get
But
Torchwood
then if
Pop
you're doing
back.
that, haven't you got to also bring Captain Jack back? Which is a very controversial, I don't know.
We kind of replaced Captain Jack with Rogue, so I don't know.
Yeah, but we can't put Rogue in Torture, can we?
That would be really too on the nose. That would be way too on the nose. I would be like, "This is bullshit. This is bullshit."
Yeah, yeah.
But but yeah, that's about all the time I have. Any final thoughts you want to talk about with Doctor Who?
No, I think that covers all of it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thanks again. Nick commented, "Have a great evening, all. Thanks for the nice stream. Greetings from Belgium." Oh wow, we got a Belgian
Oh,
viewer.
wow.
Good evening to you, Nick. Thanks again for
Good
your
evening.
comments, and thank you all for your comments. You guys are really probably the best comments I ever got on the live stream. You guys are all really nice. No hostility. I like how we can all respect each other's opinions. My rating for this season is a 6.5 out of 10. I hope the next season will be better. Me too. I hope the next season will be better. A lot that they can improve on, and consistency. They really need to work on that. But yeah. Uh, have a good day, Tane. Thanks again for your comments. You guys all had really great
Thank you.
comments. All right, guys. Have a good evening, night, day, wherever you're at in the world, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see you next time.